Hello, welcome once again to another episode here on my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel and my face for the very first time, hi, my name is Becca. It's been a hot minute, guys, that I came onto your screens. I know. I know it's been a while. I filmed a video, and as a matter of urgency, I had to do this video like ASAP, guys. It's now 11 p.m. I was just literally about to retire to bed, and then the video popped up on my screen and I watched it, and I was in so much distress, and I had to do this urgent call. If you are in the UK as an overseas nurse, health worker, carer, doctor, whatever, you guys, you know that you are my people. You guys, we speak the same language, and so if I hear anything, I need to bring it to your notice. And what I want to make you understand in this video is that if you're a health worker in the UK, it is time to have a plan B. You guys know that I have been a big advocate for, being in the UK, developing here, and, guys, like settling in and all that. But since we started this year, 2025, my perception has begun to shift. Yes, my perception and plan has begun to change. And I'll tell you guys that have a plan B if you are in the UK. Have you guys heard that there is this conservative leader who is being proposed to be the next leader of the UK, who is in the name of Kemi Badlock? She is a Black British, and the measures she is trying to implement in the UK is quite alarming, especially for immigrants. And as an immigrant herself, and we all know the country that the UK is, she is not taking the decision by herself. So I'm going to insert clips of the things that she has said. And the one particular one that is concerning to me is the fact that she wants to make the route to settling in the UK on a British citizen 15 years. Yes, you heard me right, 15.
Britain is our home. It's not a hotel. It's time to tell the truth on immigration and propose real plans to do something about it. I want to reduce immigration and make living here actually mean something. We need to change the way our immigration system works. So I'm announcing that the Conservative Party is going to do the following things differently. 1. If you want to stay in our country permanently and apply for indefinite leave to remain, the time you have to live here before you apply will increase from 5 years to 10 years. 2. You will have to be a net contributor with a high enough salary, especially if you want to bring family members with you. And if you've got a criminal record, you're banned. 3. If you've claimed benefits or need social housing, you can't even apply. 4. We will increase the time before you can apply for a British passport from 12 months to 5 years, meaning it will take a minimum of 15 years to start an application. 5. If you enter this country illegally or outstay your visa, you will be banned from ever gaining leave to remain or a passport. These changes, on top of a strict numerical cap on numbers, will constitute the most robust changes ever made to our immigration system. Lower numbers, secure borders, and an immigration system that finally works for the British people. This is another step in our plan to control our immigration system. If you agree, join us and let's get it done.
Yes. So she wants to propose that if you are in the UK, it will take you 10 years to get your indefinite leave to remain, and another extra 5 years on top of the 10 years to get a British citizen. So that makes it 15 years to get your citizenship in the UK. In fact, the citizenship doesn't really bother me because it's not that everybody who wants to become a citizen. Some people just want the freedom to stay in the UK, to live and work, to rent without any restriction. And so ILR is just okay for them. And now this woman is saying that you will need to stay in the UK for 10 years to get your ILR. At this point, if you're in the UK and you don't have a plan B, start looking for one. Yes, start looking for one, because other countries are rather opening up avenues and opportunities. Australia is now introducing, effective April 2025, they're introducing a new route that will make it easier for nurses who are qualified and working currently and licensed in the UK to get a shorter route to avoid writing exams to go into Australia. And one of them is to have 1,800 working hours and to have an employer reference from the UK if you are licensed to practice in the UK. And so guys, this is a big opportunity. And as I said, I used to be a big advocate of saying that, you know what, like, stay in the UK, don't leave, don't move anywhere. The UK is peaceful, yada, yada, yada. However, it is going to get to a point where you have to have a plan B. And I'm prophesying an exodus, exit, in fact, flying and flipping of healthcare workers, especially nurses, out of the UK to other countries. I see it coming. Apparently, she is saying that if she is elected into power, all these measures are going to be effective from those that entered the UK from 2021. Definitely, people that came earlier, like myself, we are not going to be affected. However, if this is implemented, whether it affects me or not, I am flying out as well. What I see is that these measures that are going to be implemented is going to make the UK like the US. We all know what is happening now in the US. I don't want to go much into details about that. But what I came here to tell you guys is that this 2025 is a year of plotting and planning for international nurses, especially because this is what my platform has been built on. I started this channel, this journey almost 5 years ago, you know, educating and supporting overseas nurses to gain their qualification through my advice. And I'll tell you guys that if you don't have a plan B of living in the UK, just have a plan B. If it's Australia you want to go, have a plan B. If it's Canada, have a plan B. If it's the US, have a plan B. If it's going back home, just have a plan B, because the way this thing is coming, Kemi Badenoch and her team are not coming to play. Yes. And the way I see it, there are a lot of people who are not happy with immigrants in the UK. They are just pretending to be happy. We all know that. And they are all behind the scenes, quietly supporting and pushing this agenda. If you go on social media, you are not into politics, and you Google and you look at the news and you read the comment section, people are actually happy. And what shocks me is that she is a fruit of immigration. She wasn't born in the UK. Even if she was born in the UK, she is black. And we all know what Suella came to do with Rishi Sunak and all of these people. She is coming to do times 10 of what they did. So guys, let's leave Exodus, yeah, have a plan B, because this is not, they are not playing. Okay, they are not playing. In as much as some people debate and say, oh, they're not going to come into power and they're not going to come, you can't predict this, because a lot of people are actually happy for this to happen. And so you have a plan B, just in case, even if you are dying to live in the UK, just have a plan B. And don't say that you were not told, especially if you are far off from ILR. If you still have like 3 years, 4 years, or even 2 years to get in ILR, I will tell you have a plan B. Yeah? If you are 3 years, 2 years, 1 year to get in your ILR, have a plan B. Because baby, these people didn't come to play. So I trust you guys and I know you're going to do a good job. Work as hard as you can, earn as hard as you can, have a plan B, and play as hard as you can, because my mouth is sealed. Okay? So that in case they knock on your door and say, we don't need you here anymore, you can pack your bags comfortably and say, hell yeah, I already knew I didn't belong, and so I am ready to fly out. Saudi Arabia, Dubai, there are lots of countries that are now calling nurses. Don't waste your skills. Don't sit in a place where you are not appreciated. If you are not appreciated where you are, you better pack your bags and go to where you be appreciated and accepted. Okay, so Australia is going to be introducing a pilot study for a year that is going to make things easier for about 6 or 7 countries, nurses that are qualified there, to migrate to Australia in a very easy route without writing any exams. And it's going to be taking effect from April 2025, guys. So you guys go on Australia's website, read as much as you can, gain more information, especially if you've been in the UK for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Read, gain information, push that registration through, get your plan B. If it is the US you want to go, I know the US is choked with all the things that is happening there, but you get your ankles, something sitting on the side. If it's Canada, you can get your PR, get something going. Plan, get a plan B, because baby, don't say I didn't tell you. Stay tuned and see you guys in my next video, and a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I don't think I've done any video this New Year. This is my first video of the year, and honestly, like, there's not what I meant to say this year, but yeah, it is what it is. This is my first video of the year, and I hope to be posting more consistently after this one. You guys stay safe and take care. Until we meet again in my next video, guys. It's bye. Bye.
Britain is our home. It's not a hotel. It's time to tell the truth on immigration and propose real plans to do something about it. I want to reduce immigration and make living here actually mean something. We need to change the way our immigration system works. So I'm announcing that the Conservative Party is going to do the following things differently. 1. If you want to stay in our country permanently and apply for indefinite leave to remain, the time you have to live here before you apply will increase from 5 years to 10 years. 2. You will have to be a net contributor with a high enough salary, especially if you want to bring family members with you. And if you've got a criminal record, you're banned. 3. If you've claimed benefits or need social housing, you can't even apply. 4. We will increase the time before you can apply for a British passport from 12 months to 5 years, meaning it will take a minimum of 15 years to start an application. 5. If you enter this country illegally or outstay your visa, you will be banned from ever gaining leave to remain or a passport. These changes, on top of a strict numerical cap on numbers, will constitute the most robust changes ever made to our immigration system. Lower numbers, secure borders, and an immigration system that finally works for the British people. This is another step in our plan to control our immigration system. If you agree, join us and let's get it done.